It's time to make some tassels. What is a tassel? Let me show you. This is a very simple style of tassel. They can be long or short. They can be very fluffy or not so much. You get to choose how you want your tassel to look. I have a few tassels here just to show you what they can look like. This one I left long, this one I cut quite short, and this one is right in the middle. So what do we need to make our tassels? We need some yarn. We need a pair of scissors and a piece of cardboard. I cut this one off of a cereal box. You can use a bigger piece of cardboard if you like. The size is up to you. You can even experiment to see what works best for the tassels that you want to make. You can make your tassel any color that you choose. What can I do with my tassels? There are many things you can put a tassel on. You can use it to decorate your backpack, your purse, or your lunch pail. You could tie them into your hair. You could hang them on a doorknob. They make great Christmas ornaments. You can put them on a Christmas tree. You can put them on a present. You could attach them to just about anything where just a little something would look good. So on these tassels, you can see that I used some different colored yarn. You can choose to do this, or you can make them all the same. I used some different colored yarn here to help show you the different parts of the tassel. So the yellow part of this one is the body of the tassel. This orange part here, I call this part the neck. And the blue part at the top, I call that the top tie. So I will show you how to put a tassel together. First, we take our piece of cardboard and we choose the yarn that we want to use to make our tassel with. How much yarn? That depends on how fat you want your tassel to be. When I'm making a tassel that's about this size, I usually wrap about 30 times. Let's watch. I'm going to put my yarn right around this cardboard and I'm holding it with my thumb. You could use a piece of tape if you need to, or a rubber band. So I'm going around my cardboard once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30 times around. You can experiment with less or more. Now that I have my cardboard wrapped, I'm going to cut this yarn off that's attached to the ball. Now that I have my cardboard wrapped and I've cut the yarn from the ball, I need to cut another piece of yarn that's going to be the top tie. You can use the same color or a contrast. Today, I'm going to use a different color than the body of my tassel to make it easier for you to see. So we're going to take our top tie yarn, and you can cut this about as long as your arm, or 36 inches, which also equals 3 feet. You could cut it shorter. I just like to have a little bit extra. So I'm going to cut about as long as my arm. And I'm going to fold this in half. You do not have to do this step. You can use it singly if you choose. Now I'm going to come to my cardboard that's been wrapped, and I'm going to take the top tie and just slide it underneath all of those strands, like so. Now I'm going to tie a simple overhand knot. Just the same kind of knot that you would tie when you're getting ready to tie your shoes. Just like that. And give it a tug. Now let's do that again. Pull it tight. Now, I'm going to hold these two in my hand and turn this over. And just opposite of where I tied my knot, I am going to cut right here. It doesn't matter if you get it right in the middle. You can always trim your tassel later. Okay, now it looks like this. So I'm going to fold it in half. It's starting to look more like a tassel, and we're ready for the next step. So I've laid my tassel down, just like this, with those two sides pulled down this way. I shook it a little bit to get everything all lined up. Now we need this piece that goes around the neck. You can choose the length on this piece as well. Again, I usually make it about as long as my arm. And I like to fold it in half, but you do not have to. You can use just a single piece. Now this piece is going to go underneath this part of the tassel. Just like that. You can see on these about how far down I put the yarn underneath. It's about an inch, a little bit less, but it's up to you. You can make this part long, or you can make this part short. So my yarn is underneath my tassel pieces, and I'm going to tie the same kind of knot again. And I'm going to pull it tight. You can see the tassel shape starting. I'm going to turn it over and tie this knot twice. Once, pulling it tight, and twice. Now we have a tassel. We can do a few things to it to tidy it up a bit, of course. I like to tie a knot at the top so that I have a loop to hang it from. Just like that. And then trim this piece off. Snip. And I do the same here. You'll see that they're certainly not even pieces. If you like them this way, leave them this way. If not, you can trim this down. I like to hold it in my hand and very carefully get my scissors and trim. You'll notice that the scissors are not against my hand. They're far away because I don't want to cut myself. The sharper your scissors are, the easier it will be to do this. My scissors are not very sharp at all, but they still work. And there we have it. A cute little tassel. Now it's your turn. What will you do with your tassels?